girl, I have some tea for you. Well, I'm not drinking tea right now, but anyway, enjoy some tea because I'm about to annihilate a sugar daddy with some facts and logic. So, the other day I was on Twitter, and as you may know, I am broke. My husband's a PhD student. We're just surviving on his salary because my blog has not taken off yet. I'm not Lester Bangs yet. I'm not Anthony Fantano yet, but maybe one day I will be. But anyway, I decided on Twitter to go and take the piss out of a sugar daddy. Let's get started and read these texts. Because every minute that I waste of theirs taking the piss, they're not scamming someone. Let's go. Now for a few disclaimers before I get started reading these DMs. So I had my husband's permission to do this, so don't worry, I'm not cheating on him or anything. These are all the DMs. I have no censorship or anything. This is going to be very interesting. I'm reading them all off on my iPad. I will have all the text here on the screen for you to read, so you know that I'm not lying or anything. I don't recommend, giving your bank details to these people. I mean, it's a bad idea because these are not trustworthy people. So, these are probably, they might steal your credit card information, your bank information. And I've seen many horror stories on Reddit of these sugar daddies scamming, these girls who are desperate. So do this at your own risk. I decided just to take the piss out of the guy. I have no experience in this. The only thing I have is a journalism degree. Let's just get started and read these messages. The guy's name is Alex Morgan. I have no shame revealing the Twitter user's name because, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing this. Twitter handle is AlexMorgan_23. So he messages me last night saying, "Hello, babe." So I accepted the request. I mean, he followed me and I was just like, okay, whatever, fine. I'm not going to block anyone unless they start trouble because I'm not Steve Shives. So I decided, okay, let's just have a bit of fun with this. So I asked my husband, should I do this? And then he's like, hell yeah, just go for it. So I said, hello. He says, how are you doing today? And I said, doing all right. Then he says, I'm looking for a loyal and honest sugar baby, and I will be taking good care of her credit card and her phone bills. So I don't have a credit card, and I actually have prepaid phone plan. I'm smart with my money. I'm broke, but at least I know how to spend within my means. At least I think I do. I don't know. So I told the guy, you can donate to my Ko-fi or Patreon. And actually you guys can do that as well. I really would appreciate it because right now I don't make a lot of money. I have a couple freelance jobs and I would really appreciate any contribution to make this blog and this YouTube channel better. So this would be really appreciated. So anyway, he says, I don't make use of that, dear. And I said, how do you pay then? So then he goes, I can provide you with my bank information to clear off your credit card debt. Well, that just sounds fake. So I respond, like with Patreon, you donate to me with your bank account. Like, if he can provide me his bank account, why can't he just use his bank account to go donate to my Patreon or my Ko-fi? I don't know. I said, sorry, that's the only payment method that works for me. I don't have any debt. And he says, do you own credit card? I said, "Niet." And then he goes, okay, where are you from? I said, the earth. And he said, no, I thought you were from the heavens. Okay, smooth, I'll give him that. So I said, I'm an atheist. Gotta take the piss out of him because I don't believe in heaven or hell or any of that. So he goes, okay, and I give a laugh emoji and I said, I write all about classic rock. And he said, okay, so do you work apart from that? And I said, that's my job. I write about classic rock. The diversity of classic rock is something that I dedicate myself to full-time every week, so I'm always working on it. I'm the only person who works on that blog. There's nobody else, so I'm doing all the writing, the researching, the promoting, the designing, everything. That's all me. So anyway, he goes, and those pay the bills? And I said, LOL, you want to pay my bills? I decided not to reveal that I have a husband because then he just noped right out of there. So I was like, oh, I want to take the piss out of this guy even longer. I go, I'd appreciate that very much, Alex. And then he goes, I can pay your bills. What you age, if I may ask. And I go, great, you can send me money to my Patreon. And then I told him, if you are a classic rock fan, it's worth the investment. I'm the only person running my blog, and I've written many informative blog posts on classic rock. So then he goes, where are you from to be precise? I'm from the universe, Milky Way to be exact, in the solar system on planet Earth. I'm not going to give him where I live. I mean, no. That's none of his business. And then I go, well, I mean, if you want to buy me some vinyl, I'd make an Amazon wish list. I like Queen, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Jimi Hendrix, anything from the 60s and 70s. I'm an old soul in a young-looking exterior, to answer his age question. And then he says, why can't I clear of your credit card debt and you get whatever you want? I told him, I don't have any credit card debt. I'm very smart with my money, which means I'm an excellent candidate for your sponsorship. All I want are vintage clothes, vinyl records, and trips around the world with my squad. Yes, because if he's going to give me money, he's going to give me tens of thousands of dollars to go travel around the world. I mean, I'm bringing a couple of my friends. And then I ask him, how do I know you're really a rich guy and not some scammer? And he says, you such a nice young lady. Let me try make a donation right now. Now, I didn't get anything. I checked my coffee, I checked my Patreon, nada. So I said to my coffee, what do you do for a living? So he doesn't confirm that he's donated anything. He just says, I own a car dealership firm. And I said, where? I need to know you're legit. What's the name so I can Google it? And he says, Annapolis, Maryland. And I said, what's the name of the car dealership? And then I decided to take the piss out of him using a bit of classic rock. So I tell him, cars are cool. Do you like the Queen song, I'm in love with my car, which is a total meme of a song. Alina Motorsports. I own and manage the Annapolis, Maryland branch. So I decided to Google, and you'll see in the screenshot, I cannot find that car dealership. So I say, I'm sorry, Google doesn't have any result for it. And I even show the Google results, and it shows Alina Motorsports, but in Lawrenceville, Georgia. So this scammer doesn't even do research on where the car dealership is located. And I ask him, so can you take a selfie with a business card? You know, to show you're legit, like you really do run this business. And I said, there's only an Alina Motorsports in Georgia. Are you really in America? And then he says, it new down here in Annapolis, Maryland. At least you found the firm name. Sounds like he has been duping women, making up bullshit names, but he's like, at least you found it. I'm no fool. Does he think I was born yesterday? So I say, why is it on Google? Even my blog that only has me working on it is on Google. I didn't get any money. Are you really a millionaire? And then next he says, I can't see why you don't believe in God. I bet I will really be hard for you to believe a being. I said, science is way cooler than God. Ever since I was a kid, I was into astronomy. Couldn't pursue that because I'm bad at maths. And then he says, don't you really believe in God? Can I ask you that? So you don't believe in afterlife? And then I go, actually, there is a God. His name is Eric Clapton. And then I show a little Clapton is God graffiti. See, that's the proof. Clapton is God. So that's what I said. And he said, he is just a songwriter gifted by God. So he is not God. The taking the piss here just goes to next level. Like, I didn't know that I even had these trolling abilities. I knew I was kind of funny, but... So I say, well, he developed those skills. The graffiti was written by people, as was the Bible. So who's to say that the Clapton is God graffiti isn't valid? You know, facts and logic right there. Bam. Marketplace of ideas. And I said, don't disrespect my God, Eric Clapton, by saying God gave him his talent. He worked very hard to get famous. He was born to a single teen mother and then became one of the greatest guitarists of all time. And he says, I'm a Muslim, okay? And my holy book made me believe in God. That is, the Almighty Allah. And then I go, that's cool. My religion is classic rock and veganism. Well, I'm an atheist, but if I had to say I had a religion, I would say classic rock. And he says, that not a religion, that music. I said, Cat Stevens, now Yusuf Islam, is a Muslim too. He made great music. Wild World is a banger. And then he says, I know that. This musicians have their own religion. Don't let anyone mislead you, dear. Okay, and now it comes to an end. So I said, ever listen to Mighty Baby? Most of the band are Muslim too, which is actually true. You can read all that sort of stuff on my blog. Another shameless plug. And then next I say, I first heard that song playing before Noel Gallagher's concert. It's psychedelic. And here's how I end it with an epic mic drop. Since I haven't gotten a selfie with a business card proving you're a rich entrepreneur prepared to give me a life of opulence, I'll have to assume you're as real as the Easter Bunny. Have a nice day. Microphone drop. So that was my little adventure with a sugar daddy, a little dramatic reading there. Holy shit, this guy is definitely a scammer. Even my ass, who has Asperger's, can tell that this guy is a scammer. Won't get fooled again, like the Who always say. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Next video will be a classic rock couture critique. I finally finished the PowerPoint of the Beatles. I've been doing a lot of writing, so I've been focusing on that, and I've got a lot of other writing sorts of projects going on, and But I promise you I will get the Beatles video out very soon. Maybe I'll film tomorrow. Not sure. Who knows? Peace.